Hey y'all, it is Friday, October 5th, and I just wanted to update you guys. I know that I said I was going to try to do a weekly vlog, and I'm just now kind of getting around to summing up our week. Yesterday was actually a really terrible day for our family. If you are following me on Instagram, you might already know, but we lost our little puppy dog of 6 years. She passed away yesterday, and we found her yesterday morning. It's been really hard on Eli and myself because she was our baby before we had babies, and she was just the best dog ever. She was a little Cheweenie. Sorry, it's really hard for me to talk about it without getting emotional. We had her for just over 6 years, and from the time she was a puppy, we didn't know it when we first got her, but we figured out pretty quick that her eyes were kind of weird. And as she got older, we started realizing she started bumping into things, and we would throw something towards her and she wouldn't see it, and pretty quickly we figured out that she was kind of blind. And it got worse progressively as she got older, but that didn't really stop her from doing anything. She would either just kind of bump into things and keep going, or she never got hurt by bumping into things. It was always like a little bump and then she would keep going. So not only was she blind, she also had congestive heart failure. I hope I said that right. Basically, she was born with congestive heart failure. And so that means that she had fluid around her heart, which I didn't know it when she was a puppy. I just thought I could feel her heart really strong, and it did not affect her until, I would say, maybe no more than 6 months ago. About 6 months ago, we started noticing her coughing and kind of making like a hacking noise, like it was really hard for her to breathe or get air. Kind of like if you had a cold or if you had, congestion. That's what it reminded me of. I found out about it when I took her to the vet to go get her spayed when she was about 2 years old. They told me, I dropped her off and I got home, and shortly after the doctor called me and he said, or the vet called me, and he said, we won't be able to do the surgery on your dog today. And I said, well, why not? And he said, she has congestive heart failure, and if we do the surgery on her, putting her under could put her at risk for not waking up. And so I made the decision right there that I was not getting my dog fixed. I did not want to put her under only to have her possibly not wake up. It wasn't that big of a deal to us. So that's how we found out about it. And like I said, she didn't start showing symptoms until about 6 months ago. So she turned 6 in August, and she just started showing symptoms. Ever since they told us about it, I think we kind of came to the conclusion that she wouldn't live as long as she should have. But no one's ready for their dog to go. Not if you consider that dog part of your family, and we did. So about 6 months ago, like I said, she started coughing and kind of hacking. And then I started noticing it was getting harder for her to breathe and harder for her to run or play. She was still very playful, and she loved to play. She was a puppy at heart, and so she loved to play with us and run around, but it was getting much harder for her to do. And so I started giving her CBD oil. And if you guys don't know what CBD oil is, it's basically an oil from the cannabis plant. There is no THC in the one that I have, or if there is, it's extremely little. But it helps. I've read that it helps a lot with dogs for seizures and pain and all of that, so I decided I would give it a try. And honestly, it did help her. It helped her for a good 2 or 3 months. And then this last week, she started getting really bad again, and the CBD oil wasn't helping her. And a couple days ago, I couldn't get her to come in from outside. I kept calling her and she wouldn't come, and then Eli came home, and so he called her and she came inside because she loves her daddy. So she came inside and she got all excited to see him, but that night I kept telling him, I was like, something is not right. She is not okay. She's coughing a lot, and sure enough, she coughed all night long and there was nothing we could do to help her. And early the next morning, which was yesterday, so Thursday morning, she was sitting at the door, and Claire does not like to get up early. She is the dog that would stay, we cage train our dogs, so she would stay in her cage, even with the door open, until 9 o'clock. She did not like getting up early. She only got up once the sun was like bright and shining in her eyes. And she was sitting at the back door at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so it was barely light outside. And I thought to myself, I was like, that's weird, but maybe she just really needed to go to the bathroom. And so I let our other dog, Dakota, out with her. And that was the last time that I saw her. And shortly after that, I was getting Eli and Charlie ready for school and work. And I passed by the back door and I saw her laying in the dirt. And I thought that was really weird because she didn't ever do that. If she laid down really close to the door because she didn't really like being outside ever. And so when I saw her, I told Eli, I said, she doesn't ever lay out in the dirt. Something's wrong. And sure enough, he went out there and she had passed away. So, needless to say, yesterday was an extremely hard day for us, and having to tell our kids about that. And just coming to the realization that she is not going to be back is really hard. And it's hard for Charlie to grasp. She keeps asking questions and doesn't fully understand. I mean, she's 3, so what 3-year-old is going to fully understand that? But, so I just wanted to update you guys and let you know kind of what our week has been. So if I don't post a extremely cheery video this week, that's why. And I don't want to be fake with you guys. I want you guys to, I've always said that I wanted to be real with y'all, so that's why I'm telling you, and I'm just asking that y'all would keep us in your thoughts and your prayers. I know a lot of people aren't animal people, but if you are, you understand how painful it is to lose one. So, I will post a video soon. I just wanted to let you know if I'm absent for a couple days, that's why. We're just trying to mourn and move through the process of grief. Even though it's, I mean, like I said before, if you're not an animal person, you won't understand it, but if you've ever had animals or have any kind of love for animals, you'll understand just how difficult it is to lose one. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.